There's no other way to say this, folks. Trump, through that bitch Miriam Adelson, that Ashkenazi fake Jew of the synagogue of Satan, has become the New World Order president. He's ushering in the New World Order as fast as he can. He is extremely duplicitous, and we have been warned in so many ways, on so many levels, about Trump. That's why we want to conspire and wage war, spiritual war, against the man. We want to pray to Yahweh to hear our pleas, to rescue us from our oppression, and we want him to give a come to Jesus moment in that Oval Office. And I want all of the staff there, in particular Marco Rubio, the bubble bath boy. I want his ass there. I want everybody blinded, just like happened on the road to Damascus when Saul was not struck, but the thunderbolt occurred. Everybody else was blinded and hit the dirt. But Saul, and they heard what was said, but Saul was confronted by the Messiah, Yahshua himself. And what does he say? Well, let's look and see exactly what he says. Hold on while I turn the light on. This is important stuff. And I know there are other versions of the Bible that can contribute to this as well, and this deserves to be studied. But let's go to the book of Acts. This is where it happened, on the road to Damascus. By the way, you do understand there's a prophecy about Damascus, right? Isaiah said that Damascus was going to be reduced to rubble, never inhabited again. From what I recall, go look that up too and let me know. So, where is this? Compelled to appear to Caesar, so it's way back there. It's shortly after Saul murdered Stephen. Let's get it straight. Paul was a murderer in his previous existence, if you will. So we're going back to Acts. I know it's not here, but I'm taking my time going through this and being reminded because of my handwritten notes. Acts 9. Here we go, Acts 9. Ananias, the poor little guy, man. To him said the Lord in a vision, Ananias? And he said, Behold, I am here, Lord. And the Lord said to him, Arise, go into the street which is called Straight, and inquire in the house of Judas for one called Saul of Tarshish, for behold, he prays, and has seen a vision, a man named Ananias coming in and putting his hand on him that he might receive his sight. Then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man, how much evil he has done to your saints at Jerusalem. And here he has the authority from the chief priest to bind all that call on your name. But the Lord said to Ananias, Go your way, for he is a chosen vessel to me to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. And Ananias went and did what he was called to do. Man, that took some courage. It really did. So let's go here and see where this is at. And Saul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord, went to the high priest and desired of him letters to Damascus, to the synagogues that he found any of his way, if he found any of his way, whether they were men or women, he might bring them bound to Jerusalem. And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined around about him a light from heaven. And he fell to the earth, and heard a voice saying to him, Saul, why persecute you me? And he said, Who are you, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Yeshua, whom you persecute. It is hard for you to kick against the pricks. And he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what will you have me to do? And the Lord said to him, Arise and go into the city, and it shall be told you what you must do. It's Acts chapter 9. Big deal. We need Donald John Trump to have a come to Jesus moment, so to speak. We need him to be confronted. And I'd prefer it was with all of his wise men around him to knock them on their asses so they cannot hear what is said, or they cannot see what Trump is going to see, but they get to hear it. And so they can confirm that Trump has been called. But of course, knowing those jackasses, they're going to set it up as a false flag. It's not going to be real. Just putting it out there because we can't give them any more ideas. That's what they'll come up with. Another Charlie Kirk. Oh, he is risen. Charlie Kirk, our Savior. Bullshit. Yahweh bless.